Hello guys, welcome to Trends View. So on this video we'll be talking about housemates who had the weakest game plan this season. But before we continue, if this is your first time of coming across this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my updates. And if you enjoy this content, please do give this video a thumbs up. Now without further ado, let's get right into the video. So guys, I don't know, for some reason, I think that some of these housemates actually thought that they came to the big brother's house for vacation or probably to catch some cruise. Some of them actually had a strategy going on for them, which they prepared from their homes. And on coming into the house, probably bigger personalities swallowed up their personality, and we didn't see these people shine through. Like, guys, some of them were just eating without doing anything. They were just eating, and some of them that even came with a strategy. We don't know what happened. Like, is it that they did not have the balls to carry out their strategy? You know, we the viewers, when we see this housemate, we actually want to see them shine through. We want to see them play this game. And for some of them that have been evicted out of the house, you find out that it's as though they were evicted and we stopped hearing about them. Big Brother show is such a big platform for everybody to shine through, to showcase their talent, and you're wondering what happened to these people. Is it that they forgot whose house it is? Is it that they forgot that actually that a lot of viewers are watching and they could seize this opportunity to like put themselves out there and shine through? But anyways, let's talk about it now. Personally, the housemate that I think that one of the housemates that I think that had the weakest game plan is none other than Google. Like, what? Even after her eviction, I don't actually remember that Google was part of the housemates. Honestly speaking, why she was in the house, she was so relaxed. I can't really, at this point, I can't even pinpoint what she did. If you're in the house, it's not necessary that you have to bring drama in order to, for people to see you. There are certain subtle games that you could play, and people will be like, oh, this one, she is in the game, her head is in that game. Talk about JoJo. We all thought that Jojo was the follower, was a follower initially, but then she surprised everybody by playing the game. When it comes to Google, you're like, girl, what are you bringing to this table? What are you even bringing to the show? Little wonder that when she stood up for the first time, she went home because the fans they could not relate with her kind of game, or her kind, they didn't know what she was doing in the house. Away from Google, the next person who I think had the weakest game plan is Pilili. Guys, the Pilili survived up until the moment where she left was simply because no one was nominating her. Like, she was not standing up for possible eviction. Because if people had nominated her, believe you me, she wouldn't have survived up until the point where she stayed in the house. But what immediately Biggie said, everybody, you all are up for eviction. She left. Like, she was just so relaxed. She wasn't even playing the game. It was as though she just went for vacation in her uncle's house or her big brother's house. Even a time that came where she could have taken the moment to shine through, she just let it pass by. For instance, when Swiss had given the VIP tickets to Mshini and Nsuku, she was just there. she had the most to say about that situation to Jojo. She and Jojo actually discussed it, and when Sweet actually asked her about the whole stuff, she was just like, well, it's okay, it's okay. I mean, she could have taken that moment to stand her ground and express her displeasure. It was giving, pick me, I don't want any trouble, let's just, but deep down you're not happy, but then you just let it slide. You were doing the most for Swiss. You were doing his laundry, in his food, massaging his body, and I'm wondering, girl, did you go into that house to be a man's masseuse? And the moment you had to like show that you actually had a backbone, you just let it slip by. So yes, Pilile, now, she did not have the game plan that brought lots of attraction from viewers and fans. The next person who I think also had the weakest game plan is Savage. To be fair, actually, Savage came with the plan to play the women, that's playboy kind of strategy. But then you see the women this season, they were not smiling. They said, no, 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 you can't play us. Like, he just got swallowed up in his own strategy. Is I don't understand. With all those physique, is it that he did not have the balls to play that game to the core? There were many women. Why narrow it down to just KB and Bunny B? He now came and said, oh, that he's going to be the player of the season, only for him to actually end up being the one played in the game. And after that, he just relaxed and was just eating like 80% of his stay in that house. He spent it eating food. And I'm like, guy, this is not what we signed up for. We signed up for you to come and play the game. Just look at how Jared played his game last season. We're thinking that you're going to do better, but no. You tried, it didn't work out. You didn't re-strategize, you didn't change your game plan. Instead, you just ended up eating all the whole food in the house. So, yeah, Savage had a weak game plan. And the next person who actually put me off with his own game plan, and in fact this one doesn't, I'm not sure this one had a game plan going into that house, because we didn't see anything coming from him. All we saw was the fine boy privilege, and I'm talking about none other person than Uluzuko. Luzuko is a fine boy. He could have played the game. He could have used that fine boy privilege to his advantage. But no. What he ended up doing was to be in the shadows of the Bandana gang. And immediately they said, okay, all of you Bandana boys up for eviction. He left the house because he didn't have a game plan. People won't vote because you're fine. Although I know that sometimes the fine boy privileges do work out for some, but you need to bring something to the table for that privilege to work in your favor. You could have played a relationship game. You could have played a standalone game instead of being wrapped up in the shadows of the other house members. But all I would say is actually the personalities of this season were great, and I understand that sometimes it can be so overwhelming and some people would tend to like withdraw and be in their shells because they have personalities that shine greater than theirs. But come on, it's still a game and you need to you need to put yourself out there irrespective. You fight, because the only way you can get lots of fans is by playing a game that they can relate to, and whereby you're doing nothing, you find out that people won't consider you, the fans and viewers won't consider you, except you did a lot of PR before going into the house. So yes, actually personally this is my own opinion. I just think that this housemates didn't put their energy to the work, they didn't put their energy to the game. Anyways, this is where I'm going to stop talking for now. If there is any other housemate that you think should join this list, kindly drop the name in the comment section. And until my next video, bye.